we interrupt this regularly scheduled program for some book mail. So I have received so much book mail that I have to stop and just do another video just for the book mail. Y'all, I am so happy. I'm so excited. So my son went into the post office for me this morning, and he came back and said, I thought you just had one package. And he had all these packages and surprises for me. So I just wanted to come on here real quick and talk about the wonderful book mail that I received this week. So here we go. So my first package was a complete surprise. Thank you to Mary. She's one of my viewers, and I am so pleased that she thought of me. This was such a thoughtful gift. She sent me 2 books. The first is Time and Again by Jack Finney. I don't know anything about this. I think I've heard of this book before, but I don't know anything about it. It says, sleep, and when you awake, everything you know of the 20th century will be gone from your mind. Tonight is January 21st, 1882. There are no such things as automobiles, no planes, computers, television. Nuclear appears in no dictionary. You have never heard the name Richard Nixon. So apparently this was written in the 70s, maybe? Yep, 1970. So this is an older book that she said was a favorite, and she wanted me to read it. So yes, Mary, I will definitely read this one. And then the other is called Song of Years by, let's see who this is by. Bess Streeter Aldrich. I have never heard of Bess Aldrich, and I've never heard of Song of Years. So this one is a brand new one for me. It was published in, looks like 1938. So yay, because I love books from that time period. And if you watch my channel, you probably know that, Mary. So that's probably why you sent me these. So I don't know anything about these, but I am super excited, and I will put them on my nightstand and try to get to those soon. So thank you for that, Mary. Y'all are just the sweetest things. I am just pleased as punch that y'all think of me for these things. It's just so encouraging, and I just love book mail. I get so happy when I go to the post office and I get a surprise. So then the next surprise came from Glenda, and she told me she was sending this because Glenda and I chat from time to time. She is another subscriber, and thank you to Glenda for always being so supportive. We will be on reading sprints on other channels, and Glenda will make it a point to speak to me when she sees me come, you know, my name show up in the sprint. So thank you, Glenda, because you are such a great reading friend, and we have buddy read something together which didn't go too well. Neither one of us really liked the book. So Glenda, come up with another book and we'll buddy read again. But she sent me the sweetest card. I won't read the card, but it was a beautiful card that she sent. And she had a friend who visited Prince Edward Island, and I think went to a museum about Lucy Maud Montgomery and Anne of Green Gables. And so while her friend was there, she thought of me, and she said, pick up a couple of bookmarks for my friend. So she sent me some bookmarks. You know how much I love a good bookmark, so I'm really excited about these. I don't have any Anne of Green Gables bookmarks, so I was excited for that. Look how beautiful this is. Hopefully it will show up on the screen. And then the other one says, kindred spirits are not so scarce as I used to think, Anne of Green Gables. And this is so pretty. Look at that. Can you see that? Is it showing up? And then it's that. So thank you, Glenda, for these bookmarks. I will start using these this week. That was a sweet surprise, because I don't know that I'll ever make it to Prince Edward Island. So I have a little Prince Edward Island right here at my house in South Carolina. So thank you, Glenda, for that. And then, y'all, my husband sent me some books. So he went on my, I have an Amazon wish list that I keep up, and the boys will sometimes pick up things from that. Well, my husband went over and picked up a few D.E. Stevenson that I wanted. He picked up Music in the Hills and The Musgraves. I love these furrowed middlebrow books. I love the way these look. And I have several of the D. Stevenson in this, so I'm trying to get these so that I can read, like, some of them are like duologies or trilogies and things, and I'll find like the last book in a series, you know, at the thrift store in an old edition, but then I don't have the others. So he's been helping me collect these. And then also this one that was on my wish list. I read a Noel Stratfield just recently that I love, so I want to read more. And this one's called Thursday's Child. Let me know if you've read that one. I loved the cover on it, so I was excited for that. And then he gave me something that I'm really excited about. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to show up because it's in these shiny packages, but these are cigarette cards. Can you see that? And these are all Charles Dickens cigarette cards. There's some in here, some in this pack, and then there's some in this pack. And I thought that what I might do is, they're from the Player Cigarettes. They used to have these cigarette cards back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. They would do just like they did baseball cards, were those tiny little cards. Well, they had cigarette cards too back then, and these I think are from the 1920s, but they had a whole set of the characters from Charles Dickens books. And so I was going to try to take this one out because this of course is my favorite. This is David Copperfield. Can you see him? Oh, isn't that precious? And then on the back is about that character. I don't know if you can see that or not. But, of course, I loved getting this one. I also have Uriah Heep, which is the biggest jerk in novel history. And then I also have Ebenezer Scrooge, and then just a lot of others. Some of them I haven't even read yet, but I'm sure they'll be favorite characters too. So I just thought this was so fun. But what I think I'm going to do is, I know they're probably more valuable like they are, but for me, it's sentimental, so it's not like I'm going to resell these or anything. So what I think I'm going to do is make some bookmarks out of them. Like the Ebenezer Scrooge, maybe have some Christmas paper behind it, like scrapbook paper. And I have a little laminator, so I could laminate it and make me a little bookmark. So let me know what you think of that. I think I might do that. Or if you have another idea, let me know. Because like I say, there are a bunch in these little sleeves, so I can do whatever I want to with them. But definitely the David Copperfield is my favorite, and since that's my favorite book of all time, I want to do something really special with the David Copperfield one. So let me know what you think. And then I did something different that I don't normally do, but I thought I'm going for it. I've talked about on my channel the Southern Lady magazine that I receive, I think it's every 2 months I receive that magazine, and I really love it. And they send, of course, an email to me because, you know, I have the subscription, and they will have little deals on different books and things that special editions and things. And I have some of the special editions that I've bought secondhand that I really like. I think I showed the Christmas ones and a Paula Deen cookbook one that I received. That was one of those. Now, I didn't buy it from them. I bought it at a secondhand store. But they also have these specials at the end of the season that you can pick up some things too. So they had like 4 or 5 boxes that you could buy, and they were really cheap. They're really trying to just clean out their inventory is what they're doing. So I decided to pick up the mystery box. It's basically a mystery box for one of the other magazines that I don't receive, and that is the Tea Time magazine. So that's what this is. This is a box, and I have not opened the stuff yet, but I have opened the flap so that we can look into it. So let's see what we have in here. So the first thing is a special collector's issue of the Tea Time Holidays. I'm already excited about that. These are always so beautiful. These magazines, Southern Lady is a beautiful magazine, so I'm sure I'm going to love this one too. Yep, filled with all kinds of beautiful pictures, so that's nice. Another special collector's issue, and this is Tea Parties for All Seasons. Another beautiful one. That one's pretty thick. That's got a lot of information in it. Ooh, love, love, love. Tea time parties, afternoon tea to commemorate the milestones of life. Y'all, we gotta have a tea party. Look at that book. How gorgeous is this? It says on the back it's $25. So, and I did not pay anything like that. So this is a cookbook of all kinds of finger foods and things to serve at your tea time. Another one. This one is, oh, this is in the shrink wrap. Afternoon tea, delicious recipes for scones, savories, and sweets. Can you see that with that wrapping on it? That looks good on the back. Yum. So another, and these are hardback books, and it says $24.95 on that one too. And then this is Tea and Sweets, Fabulous Desserts for Afternoon Tea. Yeah, I guess they were just trying to get rid of some inventory here. And this is another one. Have y'all read any of these cookbooks? Let me know if you've read Tea Time. I'm excited about that, but whenever they have those little seasonal boxes, I never buy any of those things. And I thought this time I'm going to see what it is. And I'm pleasantly surprised because these are things I don't have because I don't subscribe to the Tea Time magazine. So it's a good way for me to kind of sample this magazine and see what I think. And then there's two more books that I picked up myself. This is what I thought I had at the post office when I sent my son to the post office. And that is Agatha Christie's Dead Man's Folly. I'm trying to collect all these with this gold foiling, this hardcover. These are by HarperCollins. And they are just gorgeous and they're in this hardcover. And I just love them. So I'm gradually collecting all of these. There's one that I have pre-ordered that's for the fall. So this one was one, I wanted to get this one and read it this summer, but I had to, have this shipped from overseas. So because of that, it didn't get here in time. But I do have this one, and I might be able to squeeze it in this next week. I doubt it, but I am excited for that one. And then again, I do have the other one that hopefully I'll get by the fall season because it just takes so long for it to ship over. And then I picked up, if you watched my reading vlog, it was the first vlog I had tried. Thank you for the nice comments and encouragement on that because I didn't know what in the world I was doing, but it was fun to do something a little different. But anyway, in that vlog, I started reading The Quilter's Apprentice. I think that's the name of it, by Jennifer Shiverini. And then I talked about it in my next reading update. It was a really good book, and it's the first in a series. So I went ahead and found a used copy online of the next one. It's called Round Robin. And this is number 2 in that series. It has a little sticker, but I can take that off. If you take, on this one, all I'll have to do is rub a little olive oil or some kind of oil on it, and it will come right off, just so you know that. Or if it's one of those, usually on this kind of stuff I can do it, or if it's on a hardback itself I can do it. You have to be careful on paper, but you can also take your hair dryer and put it right there at it and get it really hot. I usually wait about a minute and a half, and then I'll lift it up and it will come right off. It depends on the kind of paper it is. Sometimes these glossy ones, all you have to do is just put a little something greasy on it. But on a lot of the other ones, I can just put that hair dryer on it and it'll just come right off and you'll never even tell that it even was there. So that's just a little tip for you if you want to try that. But this is the next one in the Elm Creek quilt series, and so I do want to go ahead and start this one. And so I'm going to continue this. We have series September coming up, and I thought I would just continue that series by picking this one up. So that's why I went ahead. Usually I don't right away pick something up. I just look for it at the thrift store. But because series September was coming up, I thought I'd go ahead and pick this one up and get started, because I have a lot of these already on my shelf and I do want to read them in order. A couple of you commented that it didn't matter, but it might be better to do. And I'm one of the people that, if I can, if it's possible, to start at the beginning and read through. So I'm excited to get to this one. So let me know in the comments if you've read any of these. Thank you again to Mary and Glenda for sending me those sweet surprises. Thank you again for all your comments and subscribing and encouraging me along this journey. I love this channel and I love our community here. I'm already thinking about, over the past few weeks, about doing some read-alongs and readathons and reading challenges. I'm even thinking about doing a little group for us so that we can have something special just for us too. And I have a whole box of books that are duplicates that I have that I'm going to start giving away as well, because I just love this community and I love our friendships that we are creating here. So thank you so much for that. I have lots of plans ahead. If you have any ideas of some reading challenges or readathons or group reads or anything that you think would be great for our community, I know I think we're a little different than some of these other booktube communities. So if you have something that you think would be special for us as a community, let me know in the comments, because I'd love to hear your ideas too. And you are part of my decision making, because I want it to be something that we all take a part in and enjoy along the way. Thank you for commenting and subscribing as always, and I look forward to chatting with you in the comment section. See you soon.